Hello everybody, Strategy Games Tent here, and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 2 A to Z, the series that makes me so undeniably upset. However, I'm not really that upset today. I thought I was going to have to wake up and play Chile, but then I realized that I totally forgot that Brazil exists as a country in this game, so we're going to be playing Brazil. Brazil does start at war in the north with Para, and in the south at war with this country. So we are going to have to go down there and take them out. Go way down south to the land of traitors. I'm not sure that if they're traitors or what. We might just be trying to conquer them. But really, this is going to be a lot of fun. Because I am fighting two wars at the same time, I've decided to mobilize, and hopefully that will allow me to go up here and take these guys out. As much as I enjoyed this march south with my military, they have allowed me to make peace, and I will be adding their state, and I will not be extending slavery, because you know how I play. I play against slavery because it's bad. That leaves one last enemy up here to eliminate, and then at that point, I can not fight anymore. And now, with the defeat of this nation, we can peace out, and Brazil is finally, after forever, at peace. Typical Victoria 2 that in order to fund this war, I had to take a literal fortune in debt from the European powers. Why do they always have to war profiteer in South America? I figured our first push south was so good that I decided to do it again and annexed Uruguay, which is a honestly great addition to Brazil. I'm just not looking forward to when we have to play Uruguay for a video at the end of the Victoria 2 A to Z series. That will be awful. Now that we've grown substantially and gotten some prestige to our name, I think if we want to become GP, we need to start stacking industrial score. So, first I'm going to need money. Before I stop going to war and start building my country, I got to declare war on Paraguay to clean up these borders. I actually don't really need the land. I just kind of need, not brain damage borders. So, yeah, Paraguay just as the unfortunate casualty of that. So by gerrymandering the peace deal a little, I managed to get all of this territory off of Paraguay. And I'm not going to extend slavery to any of it, but yeah, now I have significantly more space, and Paraguay will get wiped off the map completely after Argentina takes this state. So that makes me much stronger. That war actually got a secondary power, which should increase my research points, and now I just need some industrial score to get GP. And I know exactly how to get industrial score. As you can see, for some reason, this reactionary party has state capitalism as their official status. And I will be using this party to A, build a bunch of infamy so I can get universal voting, so people immigrate to the country, and B, I will go around and I will build some decent factories. I will say that aside from a little steel, coal, and tropical wood here and there, the RGOs in this country are absolutely terrible. So there's not a whole ton I can do here except for glass factory, maybe steelworks when I get it. And just as things start to go well in this country, the liberals have revolted. And oh man, that's a lot of liberals in the most valuable portions of the country. So yeah, we gotta mobilize, as painful as that is, to fight them. The Portuguese see the ultimate goal of this playthrough by offering me an alliance. That's foreshadowing. Portugal and I are going to get very close this game. Portugal wants to be my friend, but they won't join me in my war against these silly rebels. Come on, Portugal. You're a fake. It really makes me upset when the mods lock the outlawed option in the slavery tag behind the slavery debate or whatever. Please, just let me get rid of slavery. Nobody likes slavery at all. It's a bad policy, and it just doesn't work well in this game. So make it so we can get rid of it, please. And there we go. We finally put down our silly rebels, and we can get back to industrializing. Please, we need to industrialize. I just passed universal voting, and that seems to be enough to have opened the floodgates, at least slightly, of immigration. So I'm getting a few immigrants here and there. Population, I mean, it looks okay. We're somehow beating the Americans. I thought that if I took the Paraguayan capital, it would not allow them to take these states, but it still allowed them to take these states. So now Paraguay looks like this. That's horrible. The whole industry thing hasn't really taken off how I'd like. There's a ton of factories, but nobody ever works in the factories, and my encouraged craftsmen do not work that well. So apparently the people of this country just do not want to become great power. Cringe. I like Brazil because you get these opportunities to build random cities all over the country, and I feel like that's topical because Brazil, for some reason, decided to build their new city, Brasilia, in the middle of the country, and this game shows, I guess, why that's a thing. At this point, it's a game of prestige, and I have a humiliate war goal on the Argentinians here. And I would like to use it because any prestige is good prestige at this point. So, sorry, Argentina. I'm also finally able to sign the Rio Branco law, which will allow me to have the freedom of womb law, which will give me less slaves and more pops that I can use in the factories. So, that's much better. Slavery is so bad. Decided that I should annex Paraguay and end the craziness of that once and for all. Unfortunately, they did have some friends, so I took a fair bit of damage, but now I have to go take out Bolivia and, of course, Argentina because they decided that they wanted to ally Paraguay. And if I want to peace out with them, it won't let me for whatever reason. So, oh well. As payment for siding with Paraguay, Bolivia lost Santa Cruz. So that is why you don't stand up against Brazil. Brazil will be the strongest nation in South America, mark my words. And Argentina doesn't really want to fight, so I can just piece them out right away without fighting them. I think my major problem right now is that the population does not know how to read. And I think that's one of the requirements to work in a factory. I don't know, though. I've never worked in a factory. I'm now going to sign the Golden Law, which totally gets rid of slavery in the country. And there are 400,000 slaves in this country, which is way too many. So now all of them will become free. And that means that we can finally maybe have the manpower I need to work the factories. The British put me in my spear and killed the economy. I'm actually livid right now. Everything was going so well, and then the British killed the economy. Argentina has this massive province here with a ton of pops in it, if I recall from the Argentina video. So I'm going to declare war on Argentina, and I'm going to take that state. Brazil goes stronger, and honestly, that was a pretty easy war. But so now we have Mesopotamia. I thought Mesopotamia was over here, but I might be wrong. I'm not getting any immigration anymore. I'm not sure why. I think that I probably have to pass more reforms, but nobody's upset because I have a Prince of Terror in the government, and that is just not making things good. I need more militancy. Alright, so I'm finally 8th in the world. That means I will become great power soon as Bavaria drops. Oh boy, Bavaria is straight up going to get annexed by Germany, so that's why they're dropping. Bavaria's gone, and now I'm great power. So now that I'm GP, there's a bunch of things that I can do. First, I take way too much infamy, but I core Uruguay, which it's just more core pop, so it's a win. I'm going to purchase French Guyana, and hopefully they'll accept. Yep, they've accepted. Basically, this is an event chain, so now I can go to the Dutch and ask them if I can buy Suriname, and they've agreed too. So that's more territory. And then I think I can go to the British at the end. Yes, purchase Guyana from the British. Except I'm not in the good graces of the British right now. They kind of hate me, so that one's not going to go that well. Unfortunately, if I can't have Guyana, I will take La Paz from the Bolivians. Sorry, Bolivia, it's nothing personal. My leader, Pedro, has died, and I think we're going to switch to Republic because it gives us more immigration, and that's really what I'm after. We get the better flag, quite honestly, with the around the world thing. And yeah, that means we can do a state visit to Argentina, which improves our relations with our once enemy. I'm still not giving their land back, but we can be on good terms. That switch to a republic really increased the immigration, which is always good. I'm still trying to get enough pops to actually compete with the other GPs. Now I've improved my relations with the British, and I'm going to try and purchase the last piece of Guyana, and yes, they have done it. And that would be the end of colonialization in northern South America. And that is a epic win for the Brazilians. I'm going back to Portugal in an attempt to make them my puppet, because they started this mess when they started colonizing way back in the 1600s, and now they're going to pay for their colonial actions by getting invaded by Brazil. Only problem with this master plan is that my navy kind of stinks. It consists of ironclads, troop ships. Why are there troop ships? And just a bunch of garbage that I threw together really last minute at my naval base. So we probably won't win many naval battles, but we won one, and that's probably what counts. Yeah, the war is going pretty well because I've invented gas attack, which, as you know, is the key to winning any battle in this game. For some reason, it's so busted, and unless people have invented gas defense, you can just run over anybody. You can run over Prussia's Switzerland with gas attack. It is broken. The Portuguese ally of the Egyptians is invading one of my islands. That, I don't think that's okay, as a matter of fact. The entire Portuguese army is trapped in this tiny province, so I'm going to send in my whole army, and it'll be one bloody battle, but they have no orgs, so they will probably all die. And they all got stack wiped. Like 100,000 troops just got stack wiped. Portugal is also willing to peace out with me at the same time, which means they are now my puppet. And the reason for this was because now I can unite Portugal and Brazil, which gives me infamy, and now we become the Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil. Oh, wait, we become the Kingdom of Lusta. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But yeah, we are the Union of Portugal and Brazil, which means, I guess we've gotten much more powerful. However, the Chinese have decided that they want Macau from me. But, no thank you, my friend. So, there's a capital situation, and normally I just move it to Libsyn because it's kind of probably our most valuable piece of real estate. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move it to Rio because this means that I'll still be able to get immigrants in the New World. It'll still consider me a New World nation. This is kind of a disgusting creation. Brazil, Portugal, and all these colonies. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely absurd. I really thought that taking Portugal would increase my literacy rate, but it really didn't. Was Portugal just also not teaching his people how to read? Portugal, please be better. Now that we've conquered Portugal, we need to build a strong navy because we are kind of a colonial empire at this point. But we're having a hard time doing that because our literacy rate is so low, and Navy is just a ton of research points that don't really get you a whole ton. So I think that's the plan for the next couple years. The Confederates want me to join their side in a crisis or something. I'm not going to do that because I really dislike the Confederates. I'm going to side with the British. The Confederates need to be eliminated from this game at any cost. I don't care if I have to acquire their states one by one. They do not belong in this game. The alliance that nobody ever expected. Brazil, Portugal, and Russia. I don't know if this is a good idea because the Russians generally explode. But until then, I guess I'll take 376 military score. Mexico is calling me in against the Confederate States of America. And I wish to drop those stupid people from the South back to below great power. So I will be joining them. Have you ever heard of the Portuguese-Brazilian invasion of Tampa? You must not have been paying attention in your history classes. It definitely happened. Well, Mexico got lazy and peaced out. So now I'm just going to have to continue fighting the war because the Confederates want me to dismantle my empire. That's not happening, bruh. Well, the Confederates got cold feet and decided that they're willing to lose. And I got Florida out of the deal. Why? No idea. But Florida, yeah. Who wants to go to Disney World? And luckily for me, the Confederates are going to drop from great power. Hopefully America will pull their factories out of New York and bring their army down to the Confederates and make sure that they don't exist by the end of this game. Oh man, what happened to Germany? That special Germany. Somehow the UK called me into war with, like, in the Balkans. That brings me physical pain. And in other news, the socialists have come to power in my country. Okay. Honestly, I'd rather die than go into whatever mosh pit is happening over there. No thank you. In a strange turn of events, the fascists have come to power in my country. Not really sure how I feel about that, but not good. For some reason, the game has bugged, and I can't justify war on anybody. Yeah, that's not good. So this might be the end of the game. Oh, wait, I can't justify anything because the Allies beat Italy and I was in the war and they're being dismantled? Yeah, there's free colonies up for grabs, but I don't think I want them, so I'm just gonna not do that. Except I will do this Return of Our Colonies event here because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this piece of land was formerly owned by the Italians, but now I get it back. So I'll do that much, but I'm not going to get anything else off the Italians. I don't want it. I've gone fascist, and I still get 5,000 immigrants a day. I don't know what is up in Europe, but dang, people are just getting out of there in droves. I found out why I can't declare war on anybody. It's because I got this no more war debuff from something. One of those wars that my allies called me into Europe and I didn't actually participate in. And I need to wait until December of 1928, and then it's gone. And then I can finally put the Confederate States out of their misery. Oh, great. Now the socialists are in charge. At least we got rid of the other party that now has 15% of the seats in the House. You know, sometimes I look at Europe and I remember why America chose an isolationist approach during the period after World War I. Because, I don't think anybody wants to be here, even the people who live here. And that is it for this video. We managed to get big Brazil here and also conquer Portugal and its colonies and of course Florida. But I will say this is probably the least fun Victoria 2 game I've played in a long time because I feel that there were way too many wars that I got dragged into that happened in Europe. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they gave too many events or too many cores or whatnot, but it was just too hard to keep track of, and I didn't have a navy, so I couldn't get my troops over, and it was just horrible. Not a good time. So in the future, I'm considering not playing GFM as much. Yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. This happened. That's pretty interesting. Got 5th grade power, and I did not finish my evil enemy, and they somehow got great power. Ugh, that's so annoying. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Next week, we're going to play Chile, probably in HPM. And, yeah, you know, there's only one thing you can do when you play Chile. I'll see y'all then. Bye.